So before you're ready to do a weekly fire alarm test on your commercial system, there's going to be some preparation required. So I'm going to take you through the preparation needed before you do a weekly fire test. Preparation number one is to understand what type of fire alarm system you have. Each fire alarm panel is different, and some of them, like this behind me, have a key code. So on here there's a numeric keypad, and this fire alarm panel will have a code to activate the controls. Other types of fire alarm system will be key activated, so you'll need the relevant key to activate the controls to be able to silence and reset the fire alarm system after a weekly test. We recommend that you contact your service provider to understand if you need a keys or an access code. The second thing you should prepare is your instruction manuals. Because each fire alarm panel is different, each does come with its own instruction manual. Just like this. If you contact your fire alarm maintenance provider, they might be able to post you a copy of this, or better yet, they can send you a PDF version that you can upload directly into your digital fire logbook. So the third point of preparation will be an asset register. You might have multiple call points around the building that need testing, and the British Standards recommends that you test a different call point each week. The best way to do this is to have an asset register. If you've got a TO Digital Fire account, you can store your asset register on your digital fire logbook, and we also have QR codes that you can use, and you can fix these to your call points around the building. If using a TO Digital logbook, once the asset register is built electronically, TO will automatically schedule for you a weekly test to ensure that you test a different call point each week with our weekly test rotor feature. Preparation point number 4 is call point keys. Each red manual call point is different, and each will have its own set of keys. These are some examples of the keys that are available. We recommend that you contact your fire alarm maintenance company to find out which keys you need to test your call points. Call points on your commercial fire alarm system come in different shapes and sizes. Some of them are called BGUs, and that stands for break glass unit. These, if pressed, will smash a piece of glass and will need to be replaced. Instead of pressing the glass and smashing it, you'll use a test key like I showed you earlier. You've also got MCPs, and these typically contain a resettable plastic element. So these can be physically pressed to simulate the smashing of glass, and then you would reset them with the provided key. Please contact your fire alarm maintenance company to understand which type of call points you have and ensure you have the correct keys before doing a weekly fire alarm test. Preparation point number 5 is a schedule. You need to make sure you test your fire alarm system on the same day and the same time. And the reason that's really important is if you test your fire alarm on the same day and the same time, your staff and your occupants will understand that at 9 AM on a Monday is when the fire alarm is tested. That means if the fire alarm sounds outside of that time, then the people in your building will understand that it is no longer a fire alarm test and that it could be a real fire. Preparation point 6 is ARC. ARC stands for Alarm Receiving Centre. Some fire alarm systems in the UK will be connected to an ARC. And what this means is that if the fire alarm activates, it calls a call centre, and that call centre then will call the fire brigade. What you don't want to do is forget to call your ARC. What this could do is mean that after testing the fire alarm system, the fire brigade turn up outside your building, which costs time and money. You should contact your fire alarm maintenance company to understand or request if you are connected to an ARC, and they should be able to provide you the details of the phone number and the chip number required to call them to take the system offline. Once you've got the number for your ARC, you can call them to temporarily put the system offline, and then once your fire test is completed, you can put it back online again. Preparation step number 7 is connected systems. Fire alarm systems can be connected to a wide range of third-party equipment. For example, if you have a boiler, it might be connected to your boiler to shut that down in the event of a fire. It could be connected to other buildings and other fire alarm systems. It could also be connected to doors that might slam shut. It may be connected to lifts that ground when the fire alarm is tested. So we recommend before doing any weekly fire alarm test, you contact your maintenance provider to understand, is your fire alarm system connected to any third-party equipment? Preparation step number 8 is buddy system. If you do have a large building and you think it might take you more than 60 seconds to walk from the furthest call point in your building back to your fire alarm panel, then you should try and adopt a buddy system. The buddy system involves 2 people testing the fire alarm, not 1. One person would remain at the fire alarm panel, and the secondary person would go off and test the relevant manual call point. By working in a pair, This means you don't have to rush the test and you can ensure the fire alarm system isn't activating for more than 60 seconds. That's all the preparation done. Our top tip at TIO here is to ask your fire alarm maintenance company to record you a quick video and then store that in your digital fire logbook. Therefore, you'll be able to watch it back at any point, and if you get any new staff, you'll be able to show them the video so they understand how to test your fire alarm system. Whilst that member of staff is watching the video on how to complete a weekly fire alarm test, they'll also have built-in guidance from all the relevant British standards. So when they're completing a fire alarm test in TIO, there is a drop-down menu which will explain a step-by-step process on how to successfully complete a weekly fire alarm test.